Happy Sunday, Bulls. Happy Mother's Day as well. Let's do a little market update. I know the market's pretty boring at the moment. You can see that easily by just looking to the side. Like, how long's it been? 18th of March to coming up to probably the 18th of May, where it's just been doing this big range, sidewards, horizontal, head and shoulders pattern. If you give it that credit. But altcoin's been pretty dry as well. There's no new money coming in. Not much going on. This is the industry, you know. You can see if we click over to total, the total amount of money in here, it's just been rejected from that. Like what we've talked about in the past, it's got rejected from where the money has been maxed out at before. Total value of all money, like dollar value in crypto, so all market caps of the top 150, I believe. So it's not all crypto, but you know, at least the top 150. And then a little bit of a dabble with Bitcoin starting to move higher. A couple of extra people, but yeah, sitting here at 1 trillion, basically just basing out. So what we want to look at here is just the bull score. Just go through all the bull score indicators. Just have a little bit of a chat about what's going on. And like I said, some of these altcoin trades have been like schmick, as you can see by the trade setup leaderboard, where there's people like Trip and John and Mr. Krypton, who are doing huge numbers. I've had some sick gains from following their trades as well. And as you can see, like if you have a look at it, it's plus 1200% from all of the trades. So it's been a good year. It was a very good start of the year. So it's just starting to mellow out. Like everyone just wants constant gains. I know, like I've been there. Everybody's got like that mindset. Most people just want the gravy pot to just keep pouring, but that's not how markets work, unfortunately. You can even see it from just looking at it here, like great times, and then a bit of sideways slosh, pain, great times, nothing, nothing, a little bit scary. Like the money's made especially in crypto, high volatility spaces, the money's made like short and fast. When it's on. And in that meanwhile, you're either just sort of learning, taking positions, just small trades. When it's easy, you go big. When it's hard or quiet, slow, just go small, work on the craft, relax, learn, take a holiday, all that sort of stuff. So let's just have a look. The first thing on the Blockchain Bulls indicator, number one, is the thumbs algorithm. So that just lets me know when it flicks. Takes multiple indicators. If I knew what the indicators were, it's just got a good track record, this thing. If I knew all the indicators, I'd just recreate it and not pay for it. But it gave us a thumbs up here. I didn't flick back there, which was good. Knew that there was strength in the market, and it's holding. So we'll see what happens with the thumbs. But it's still thumbs up, so that's a green light on the Blockchain Bull score. The next thing is the Chad cross. So I'm looking for something to replace the Chad cross because it's just the main cross that I use to trade. When I do moving average based trades, where I'm not huge on them really, because they just show you what the trend is, and I can see that just by looking at the candles. This is, so with the Chad cross, it's yellow above blue, that's bullish. Blue above yellow, that's bearish. And then when the price starts going below the white, so below the white, that's caution. So they'll jump into a orange. Well, orange is when it goes below two of them. So it's just the way that it's set up, so it's not always just flicking orange, whether it's below or up, because obviously this moving average is very tight. So I've just got it below 2, it's cautionary, so that's right now. So the Chad cross is actually orange right now. That'll come up in this bull score that you'll see that we post. The golden cross, so the moving average cross that resembles, or best resembles, a bull market in traditional financial markets and spaces. So that's the golden cross was there, yellow over white. It's bullish, so 200-day moving average, simple moving average over, 50-day simple moving average over the 200-day simple moving average. That is the golden cross, and if it crosses back over, it's the death cross. So the next indicator we've got is the weekly stochastic. So I'm gonna just flick over to another chart here. Here's one that we've been talking, doing a lot of bull daily updates on. See if I can find a bit of more of a clear one. That's our range one. We got shit going on everywhere. That's the Australian. Here we go. Busy, everything's busy. So I'll just show you anyways. The weekly stochastic momentum indicator is this. So it's momentum, and when it's the weekly, it's, you know, it's pretty big, pretty serious. You can see how price, as price was coming down in this huge downtrend that we had last year in crypto, the pain, the momentum was just down the whole time, basically from the top. So crossed over at the top here, you can see, crossed over at the top, momentum started falling down, and then just went rocketed straight down and then stayed down. So when it's staying down for like about nearly a year, January to January, so a full year of stochastic, weekly stochastic momentum down. But over this last time period, it's been up. Been a lot of momentum to the upside on the weekly chart. So large time frame, high scale momentum has been happening. But when it crosses down, that's a red light. So when it's pointing down, crosses down, the blue's below the orange, that's a red light. But if it's over the 75 mark, which is this yellow line, it's an orange light. So it's caution, because these you can see it crossed down there, but the price actually went straight up with a massive green candle. So even though it's up, so it's still up in the highs, but it's pointing down. So it's caution. Next thing is mid time frame downtrend. So mid time frame, at the center of a mid time frames, in my opinion, is 4-hour chart. That's about as mid as you get. And once you can see these candles closed here, candle closed, that's a lower high. These candles close lower than here, and then we got the lower low. So you can see here, low, high, low. That's higher low, then lower high, and then so trend reversed. I'm just looking for these swings, and it's lower low, lower high, lower low. So this is red. It's a mid time frame downtrend. Funding rate, I haven't had a look at this over the weekend. There's a lot of green when I looked at it last. It looks like a lot of green now. Oh, still the same picture. So when it was very red here, people were aggressively trying to short it, bet it that it was going to continue down. And that was when I was starting to think, oh, maybe it might be all right for a bounce, actually. This might be the bottom. But then when it started going green here, and everyone thought it was the bottom, and everyone started trying to time the bottom, once I started seeing this green pile in, everyone's going bullish. I said, oh no, it's going lower. So, and that's what it's been doing. And as it's been going lower, people have just been FOMOing in, aggressively trying to long time bottom aggressively, like who's taking my other side of the bet. And so now it's just starting to see a little bit of red coming into the end of the weekend, which is not too bad actually for a bounce. But end of the day, for me, a downtrend that's being fueled by plenty of green, that is bearish until we start seeing some more of this. So this is starting to flick. So you get the orange there. So as you can see, red on the aggregated funding rate, and then red on the predicted funding rate. That gets an orange light because because the green is potentially finished, and the green is what's driving it down. So orange is transitionary, meaning that this could be a reversal if people continue flowing into the shorts. Long short ratio. Now this will be a lot long, I reckon. 62% long. More times than not, it's long. 63% long. So what I'm looking at here, if you haven't watched the videos, top traders, top 20% of accounts with the most money, there are 62% of them are long. Not as many have positions. So the difference is that this is the size of the positions. So like $10 million position, but this is like number of accounts. So number of accounts and then the position size. So within the top 20% of all accounts, say there's 100 accounts, more of those accounts, so 62% of 62 of those accounts are long, but some of some of the shorts are bigger than the longs, so the long position is lower. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So like the position size of these accounts doesn't give the same percentage, because this is just each account equals 1 sort of thing. All accounts are equal, but this is like the size of them combined. Anyways, this is everyone else, all the plebs, mini accounts, very, very bullish. They are. So not that many people shorting, even though it's a mid time frame downtrend. Look over to Kingfisher, so the liquidity map, so you can see if the price heads up here, it'll start taking all this money. So price at 78, you can see that 78 million, 69 million. If the price just goes to these spots, it'll take that money unless they get stopped out prior, which, you know, they will, but it's still a stop loss. Still means they got to buy it back. So it sends a lot of money up to this way. So where's this? Looking at about 28,630. So this sort of tells us if the price makes it back, if the price starts moving to the upside again, 28,630 would be a good spot around about that area, a good spot to top out. The next thing is the stock market. So the US stock market, oh my God, messy. Here we go. Still up. Like everyone's trying to time the top here on this US stock market. You got the CPI, which was better, but people don't know how to feel about it. Until this breaks this yellow line. See how this is only a 4 hour, right? So if we took it to the daily, we're going to be more serious. See how it's gone down, closed below, but it's not giving us a couple. So you want to see a few, yeah. So this closed below. Just barely. Where's that? 40.79. This is where I want it anyways, at the bottom of the wicks. So see how we got to close below this yellow line. We didn't get any more, so there was no confirmation. Comes back up, straight back up, boom, V-shaped recovery, bang bang. That's just 3 days, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. You want to see like two, especially with stock market so slow moving, old archaic fossil. You want to see like 2-3 days, like 3 days prime, 2 days for eager of confirmation candles to say, okay, this is finished, because this is a range now. This is started from the end of March. It's just gone back to this top range. Has made a high, lower high, high, low, lower high. So a little speculating going on right here. It'll be decision making time. If it starts getting closing below this, most likely go a fair bit lower. The last thing is, so that's still green. That's still a green light, because it's still holding the highs in an uptrend. So a high, and then a higher low. So like a high, a low, a higher high, a higher low, and it's still up in this high area. So it could just easily go bang tomorrow. So it's still green. Once it starts breaking down, then the lower high is confirmed. We'll go orange, and if it gets a lower low, we'll go red on the bull score. The DXY, this is where a lot of people are sort of speculating. You get these big green bars in the dollar, so American dollar DXY, America. You get that. You sort of look, oh shit, that's bullish for the dollar, bearish for assets, risk assets especially. So, you know, again, this is still red because we can see that there's a big range here. See that? Hopefully you can see it. Still definitely green candling, trying to make it through. That's the range high right there. So within that box, still red, you know, it's still down, and just the exact inverse for what we looked at earlier. So just looking for highs and lows. This one's a little bit more messy, you see, because it's a high. It's like downtrending, but it's made a low and then a higher low, a higher high, sorry, and then a higher low. So we just want to see it break and get like a day or two or 3 days of candle closure outside of this bottom. Otherwise, it's just still at the bottom. So you wouldn't give it it's not a green light. It's nothing good about that being at the bottom, because I tell you what's at the bottom, closest to the bottom is further down. So that's about it. Bit of an update. Yeah, like I said, she's just slow. I've tried to make a few trade videos, but they just haven't been coming out that well. Either like a poor trade, or when I finally, when I decide to record it, have an average trade, or I haven't really explained it like I want, stuff like that. So just working on like step by step in it and making it look professional. But other than that, like it's just what do we got, like trade setups and stuff? Not a whole lot. I'm just having a scroll through the Telegram channel right now. Got a 21% on Dematic short, but that took 2 months. It's just rough. Or Moonstarter, 194%. So it's just slow. Everyone's just slow at the moment. So it's just a breather. Selling may walk away, may be right yet again, but until we get a bit of movement, it's just like where's the it's just a slow space. Like you got to make the decision whether to continue in this space, and when it ramps back up again, you were there first, early, seeing it coming, piece of piss all over it, or like what a lot of people do, when it's quiet, they turn their backs to it, and then they jump in late again and lose their money by the top, and just like, how did that just happen to me for the 3rd cycle in a row? Or you can hang around for the boring times and get rewarded in the good times. So that's your choice. I know I'll be here every single day like usual, but I'll talk to you soon. Might pull it there and go buy my mum some dinner. So peace and love. Take it easy.